Hey everyone, this is KW Boost with Sela FPV. This is just a quick video showing how to use the Multigp website, how to register with Multigp, how to join a chapter, how to join a race, and how to check in for that race, and setting up your VTX channel and your receiver RX channels. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is you want to open up your browser and you want to go to multigp.com. And once you're on multigp.com, there's a lot of stuff here that you can read, go through, see what's happening now. But what we're going to focus on right now is how to register. So in the top corner, you'll see where it says sign in. You can click there, and then you will go to create an account. Once you get there, you're going to start filling out this information. It's pretty straightforward. It's going to walk you right through it. Should take no more than a couple minutes. Alright, so now that you've registered, the next step is to add aircraft to your hangar. The importance of this is Multigp needs to know what video receiver you're using and what video transmitter you're using. It needs to know this so it knows what channels you're capable of using. So to do that, you're going to scroll down and you're going to see add models to your hangar. When you add a model to your hangar, you're going to give it a name. So I'm just going to give it a random name. We're going to call it random. Next thing you're going to do is you can give it a description if you want. You need to select what size quadricopter it is. We're going to say it's 200. You need to select that it is a quadricopter. Your video transmitter band. Your channels as your video transmitter is capable of getting. That's very important that you know what transmitter you have. Even if it's a generic version, you need to know if it's, if it's a race band 40, if it's 32 channel, or if it's 8 channel. You need to know what it's capable of. So you're going to select that here. So for this example, we're just going to select Fat Shark. And then the same thing with the receiver. You need to know what you have on the receiver side. So that's your module that's in your goggles, or a external receiver that you might be using in your ground station. I'm going to select Fat Shark 7 as an example again. Next thing is antenna polarization. Most people have matching polarized antennas, but it's important to know if you have a right or left hand polarized. But most of the time, everyone's using the right hand. Video transmitter power, this is very important. We don't allow anything more than a 200 milliwatt transmitter at our races, so everybody should be running a 200 milliwatt. And then you're going to select your battery and propeller size. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and add this aircraft to your hangar. So here we go. We've got the random aircraft added to our hangar. Alright, so now that we've done all this, let's go ahead and join a chapter. Up here where it says chapters, you're going to click there, and you're going to look for chapters locally. Now, if you filled out all your registration, personal registration stuff right, it's going to show all the chapters nearby, but this was just a random profile that I generated without putting any address in, so we're going to have to manually find Sela FPV. So we're a tier 1 chapter, so I'll click there and scroll down until I find our chapter. Alright, here we go. Now that we're at our chapter page, we're going to go ahead and join the chapter. Alright, so we are now a new member of Sela FPV, Mr. Dodo. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to look down and see what's been going on. Down here, there's a list of all the events that we've done. And then upcoming events are listed here too. So we're going to go ahead and join the next event. So now that I've joined, it's asking me which aircraft am I going to use for this race. And that's why it was important to know what video transmitter that you have, because when you select an aircraft, it's going to say, okay, I know what channels you're capable of getting, and Multigp is going to assign a channel. That's really good, because when you get to the race, you'll already be on a channel. You won't be kind of fumbling or waiting for to switch your VTX and all that stuff. You'll already be assigned a channel, and you can set that the day before the race, or the day that you sign up. So it's very important. So we're going to go ahead and select that aircraft. Alright, here we are. So once you get to this page, you've joined that race. the next thing to do is to check in. I really prefer that everyone checks in before the race, because when you check in, they're going to give you a channel, and you can already get that set. So let's check in. All right, here we go. Being that we only had Fat Shark 7, they gave us a Fat Shark channel that was usable, within their IMD6. Now, for most of the races, I use something called IMD6. You guys might hear that word tossed around a lot. Basically, that's 6 channels that have the least interference, and also are shared amongst more popular video transmitters and receivers. So we know that we're 5800, so that's what we need to set our quad to, which is easy enough. The next thing that's really important is you need, once you check in, you're going to see where it says others on your frequency. If you check in early, you may not see anyone here, but you always want to check this page, the day before the race, or the day when you get to the race. You can check it from your cell phone, just to see who else is on your frequency, so that when you show up to a race, you can find out who your frequency buddy is, and during open practice, you're going to alternate flights with that person. You might fly first, and when you're done, you say, hey buddy, I'm finished, and then he'll go get some flights, and you just take turns. This way people can get in the air and get flying right away with the least amount of time. You don't want to show up to a race waiting for people to stop flying so you could turn your power up your quad and set your channels, and you don't want to do all that on race day. It's just going to take way too much time. You want to get all this stuff done so that when you show up, you just fly, and it's going to be more enjoyable for everyone. So I hope this video helped. If you have any questions, contact us on our Facebook page, Facebook group, CLET FPV, or you can always leave me a message below, and I'll try to answer what I can. All right, guys, happy flying.